So then guys, can you believe it? We're going to see the likes of iOS 19 in just over a month from now. Obviously, it's just going to be showcased and we're going to get its beta very soon after. But today, I want to go over 7 of the biggest leaks that we've heard so far for iOS 19 for all you guys out there who own an iPhone right now, because it looks like this year there's going to be quite a good few number of updates. And starting out with, let's talk about the actual design of iOS 19, and it looks like it's going to get the first proper sort of update in its design ever since the likes of, say, iOS 7. That's how long it's been. We're talking 12 years ago. We've been hearing from John Prosser at FPT that he's been saying that we're going to be getting a new kind of look for the iOS 19 interface. Now, what he said is it's going to be very similar in a way to, say, like Vision OS with its kind of glass kind of effect, what we have there, and all the sort of major apps that Apple have right now, they're all going to be overhauled with this. It doesn't look like that, say, all the apps are going to be circular anymore, but they are going to be a bit more rounded, and they're obviously going to have this more kind of glass kind of effect. And this definitely is needed, obviously, going into 2025 and onwards, that we need an updated look. But it does look like the actual, say, main interface of how it all works and everything will probably stay exactly the same, apart from the second exception or the second upgrade that I want to talk about, and that is that we're probably going to be getting a floating bar. Now, this new floating bar, whatever it's going to be called, from the sounds of it, is going to be in kind of sort of all of Apple's sort of native kind of apps. Very similar like to the bar we have at the very bottom of the iPhone right now in the main menu, except we'll have kind of that glass kind of finish. But if you go into, say, the music app, or if you go into, say, the photos app, or if you go into your camera app, or your notes, or, you know, any of the kind of major apps that are built into iOS. But it does look like this bar is going to be sort of the main sort of focus and shortcut sort of bar that you'll have, in the sense of that it's kind of the most popular things that you'd use. So for example, in the camera app, it would give you the ability that you would have, say, video, photography, and maybe if you like to use, say, time-lapse quite a lot, time-lapse would start to appear down the bottom here and things like this. It would actually start to learn as you go along. That's the way how I envision how this will work, but we'll just have to wait and see on it. But it does look like this new floating bar is going to be one of the main things that is going to be baked into iOS 19. Now, the third upgrade, I don't know if we can actually even call it a third upgrade, and that is it's going to be the personalized Siri. This is something that was meant to come out in the last year with iOS 18, and we never got it, and it looks like it's been delayed out now to iOS 19. But what I would be saying with that is more like this personalized sort of Siri capabilities, probably going to have some extra features. I can't just imagine Apple just going to release the version that we saw in iOS 18 advertised, and then obviously to bring that in iOS 19 and make a big show out of it. I think there's probably going to be even more enhancements that they've probably been working on to polish it up even more, so when it does come out it's going to be even better. But obviously it could actually still be a feature drop and it might not be available on day one, so just be aware of that. Now, moving on to the fourth upgrade, we've actually been hearing of something that's going to be working on the actual iPhone but will actually be more compatible with your AirPods, and that is we could probably be getting live translation mode. So you'll be able to actually hear somebody talking in a different language, and your AirPods will listen to that, send that back to the iPhone will do all the translations and everything, and then the actual sort of playback will be played in your ear live with probably very, very limited amount of lag behind it. So only probably maybe a second behind what the actual person is talking. And there's also the potential, if the other person also has AirPods too, that they could actually listen to you as well and talk, and obviously they can hear you in your language being translated for theirs. So this is definitely something really, really cool that's going to be compatible with AirPods. Whether this is going to be just for AirPods Pros, we don't know, but at the end of the day, the likes of the AirPods Pro and the AirPods 4, well, they have the same H2 chip inside of it, so I would see it likely it's going to be in both of these models, so AirPods 4s and also the AirPods Pro 2nd generation. So yeah, this is going to be something really interesting to see when this does get announced. Moving on from this is the fifth upgrade we've heard about, and that is finally, it looks like the RCS messages. So when you're actually sending an RCS message through like iMessages or the Messages kind of app, that finally they are going to be encrypted in both directions, which is going to be really, really cool. This is end-to-end encryption, something that Apple have even said themselves they want to bring out, and it seems more than likely this is going to come available in iOS 19. So yeah, it's really, really good to see that this is going to be coming available. Something something else what's also coming available in June time is the giveaway we're doing on this channel for this right here. This here is a MacBook Air with an M4 inside of it, and I'm giving this away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. This MacBook Air is, I like to call it the full fat version. Some of you guys like me saying that. That is that it's got the full 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU inside of it with the M4, but we've also got 24 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage too inside of this. And like I said, I'm going to be giving away the sky blue 13.6-inch MacBook Air to one lucky subscriber on this channel. And the great thing is you can enter in right now for this. All you have to do at this stage is just put down in the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it is going to be a new iPhone, maybe it's going to be a new MacBook, maybe it's got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. Maybe it could be, say, the new Nintendo Switch 2, or maybe it could be, say, an RTX graphics card from Nvidia for your gaming rig or something like this. Well, just let me know in the comments below. Now, the other part of the giveaway, because like I said, there is a second part, that'll be happening at the end of June time, where I'll be making a video giving you more details about the giveaway, including a form to fill in too, and also when I'm going to do the live stream to give away this MacBook Air on this international giveaway, and you won't want to miss out on that. So the best thing you can do right now is make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss out on that video. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating, sending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best can see right here. Please do report them. So with this, we've only got 2 more upgrades to talk about, and one of them is my personal favorite, what I'm going to save till last because I cannot wait for this. But another one I am also quite excited about, it looks like that Apple are going to revamp the Apple Health app, and specifically they're going to add a load of Apple intelligence into this. This means that you'll be able to have AI helping you track your fitness. So this does mean it's probably working with your Apple Watch in sync with this, but you know, the actual sort of coaching ability and things like this is going to come available inside of this app to actually help you along your journey, whether you want to gain more muscle, whether you want to run that marathon one day, or maybe that you just want to, you know, burn some fat and, you know, lose some weight. It's going to be able to help you out and tell you the right times when to do some exercise and what type of exercises to help you along the way, and also maybe help you on prepping on food and things like this. And this is going to be really awesome to see. Now, the last 7th upgrade, the best to last in my opinion, is that finally it looks like that Apple are going to give the ability that you might be able to plug in, say, a USB-C cable on the back of this or onto the bottom of your iPhone and plug it into a monitor, and you'd be able to use multiple apps like in a stage manager kind of setup. Very similar to like what an iPad can do right now. It looks like the likes of, say, the iPads, the iPhone 15s and the iPhone 16s will be able to do it just like what iPads can do right now. So you could essentially use your phone as a mini PC on the go, as long as you Bluetooth up a keyboard, and maybe you might be able to even use the screen on here as, say, like a mouse, like a trackpad, what would be really, really awesome. So this is something I am super excited to see and super excited to test out. But with that then, guys, are you excited for the new iOS 19? What feature are you most excited about? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. And if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell too. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.